Welcome to our journey into the future of gaming. Today we're about to dive into the top 10 narrative-driven game titles that promise to captivate us with their immersive storytelling, rich characters, and innovative gameplay mechanics. Let's get started. Star Wars Outlaws is an open-world game set in the Star Wars universe, between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and A Return of the Jedi. You play as Kay Vess, a scoundrel seeking freedom and a new life, along with her companion Nix. The game allows you to explore distinct planets across the galaxy, both iconic and new. In this high-stakes adventure, you can fight, steal, and outwit your way through the galaxy's crime syndicates. The game features stealth and open combat, vehicle combat, space combat, and branching dialogue. You can also take on high-risk, high-reward missions from the galaxy's crime syndicates. Your choices influence your ever-changing reputation. The game is set to release in 2024 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Silent Hill 2 Remake is a modern reimagining of the original game, developed by Bloober Team. The original Silent Hill 2, released in 2001, was praised for its exploration of psychological horror. The game's endings were determined by many actions, such as how players interacted with specific objects and how often they healed protagonist James Sunderland. The remake has sparked skepticism among the community, with concerns that Bloober Team's previous work was too overt to capture the more subdued, horror elements of Silent Hill 2. Despite this, the remake is highly anticipated, with fans eager to see how it compares to the original. The game reunites players with main protagonist James Sunderland, who receives a mysterious letter from his late wife, Mary. Players must search for clues in the terrifying namesake town, teeming with nightmarish monsters. Neo Berlin 2087 is an upcoming cyberpunk-themed action-adventure game developed by Elysium Game Studio. The game is set in a dystopian future vision of Berlin, where society is divided into two classes. The rich rule over the city, while the poor fight for survival in the slums and the deadly wasteland outside the city walls. You play as a detective, tasked with delving into heart-wrenching moral dilemmas and immersive investigations. The game involves high-octane ranged combat and mysteries that require the use of advanced cyberwares to solve. The story begins with the murder of the head of the police department, and you are tasked with finding and safeguarding the police chief's daughter. The game offers a unique blend of third- and first-person action RPG elements. It promises a deep, cinematic detective thriller experience, with a narrative that explores themes of justice, friendship, love, guilt, sacrifice, and betrayal. Level 0 is an asymmetric survival horror player versus player game. The game is set in the year 2058. A team of 4 scientists must repair the electrical control systems to escape. An opposing team of 2 creatures hunts the scientists from the shadows. These creatures use various telepathic abilities, ambush tactics, and electricity manipulation skills. The game takes place on the planet Turian. The scientists are part of a space expedition from the New Horizons Corporation. As a scientist, your main weapon against the creatures is light. You can use numerous items and physically simulated sources of light to repel the creatures. The game emphasizes teamwork and coordination. Success depends not on aiming skills and reflexes, but on how well you coordinate. You must manage your consumables wisely. Scientists can deploy a powerful motion-activated floodlight. The game is developed by Doghowl Games and published by tinyBuild. Clockwork Revolution is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Insula Entertainment and published by Xbox Game Studios. The game is set in the steampunk metropolis of Avalon. Players will wield an incredible invention that allows them to travel into the past and influence key events. The game features time-bending combat, role-playing systems, and character creation. Players will use the chronometer, a time-traveling apparatus, to travel back in time, choose how to influence the past, and then return to the present to experience the effects of their decisions. The weapons in Clockwork Revolution are a mix of steampunk technology and late 19th century firearms, including revolvers, lever-action repeaters, and modified Gatling guns. The game explores political themes, suggesting the presence of different factions and ideologies that players can align with. Black Myth: Wukong is an upcoming action RPG rooted in Chinese mythology. The game is being developed by Game Science. The story is based on A Journey to the West, one of the 4 great classical novels of Chinese literature. You play as the Destined One and venture into challenges and marvels to uncover the obscured truth beneath a glorious legend. The game features a fascinating realm filled with the wonders and discoveries of ancient Chinese mythology. As the Destined One, you shall encounter powerful foes and worthy rivals throughout your journey. The game allows you to master various staff techniques and freely combine different spells, abilities, weapons, and equipment. The game promises to offer a unique blend of environmental exploration with skill-based Souls-like gameplay. The player controls a monkey based on Sun Wukong, referred to in the game as the Destined One. The player also has the ability to transform into a flying insect or a giant monster. The game is set to release on August 20, 2024. It will be available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Avowed is a first-person fantasy RPG developed by Obsidian Entertainment. The game is set in the fictional world of Eora, first introduced in the Pillars of Eternity franchise. You play as an envoy of Aetor, sent to investigate rumors of a spreading plague on the Living Lands, a mysterious island filled with adventure and danger. The game features a mix of magic, melee weapons, and firearms combat. Players can perform feats such as freezing enemies in ice or ensnaring them in an entangle spell. The game also offers a variety of environments and landscapes, each with their own unique ecosystem. Companions from a spread of species will fight alongside you, with their own unique set of abilities. From a former mercenary to an eccentric wizard, they will be part of your journey, with your choices shaping them as you help them with their quests. The game is set to be released in fall 2024 on Windows and Xbox Series X and S. Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl is an upcoming first-person shooter survival game developed by the Ukrainian game studio GSC Game World. The game offers a unique blend of FPS, immersive sim, and horror, all set within a thick, atmospheric open world. One of the most significant features of the game is its epic branching story with multiple endings, where your choices influence both short-term consequences and global outcomes. The game is set in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, a fictional take on the Ukrainian city known for its nuclear disaster in the 80s. This dangerous wasteland, plagued by mutants and dangerous anomalies, is hauntingly beautiful and one of the biggest open worlds to date. Despite the dangers, many people, known as stalkers, willingly enter the zone to look for treasured artifacts. The game provides a non-linear single-player adventure where your choices matter and affect how your story plays out. It also features over 30 different weapons, each being customizable, adding another layer of depth to the gameplay. In addition to combat, players also have to manage survival elements such as hunger, sleep, blood loss, and radiation. Rise of the Ronin is an action RPG game developed by Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo Games. It was announced in September 2022 as a PlayStation 5 console exclusive. The game is set in Japan during the late 19th century, a tumultuous time of civil war as the Edo period came to a close. The game tells the story of an untethered samurai who travels Japan. Players control a nameless Ronin acting as a kind of work-for-hire warrior called a Veiled Edge. The game unfolds in the middle of what's known as the Bakamatsu period. Rise of the Ronin features decision-making that steers the adventure as players see fit. Conversations feature multiple responses, and key story moments present options such as choosing whether to kill or spare an assassination target. Players can use katanas and firearms to overcome enemies, and parkour and gliders to traverse the world. The game's lead designers have emphasized the importance of player choice, stating that who you choose to develop a relationship with impacts how the story unfolds. The game will release on March 22, 2024. It has been praised for its detailed combat mechanics, character development, and the freedom it offers to players. Luna Abyss is an upcoming single-player, story-driven action-adventure game. The game is being developed and published by Bonsai Collective. You play as Fox, a prisoner of Luna caught between a cryptic prophecy and their prison sentence. The game features fluid platforming and bullet hell combat. You are a prisoner sentenced to explore a derelict megastructure that sprawls deep beneath the surface of the mimic moon Luna. Your task is to recover forgotten technology from within the abyss and the lost colony it consumed. Every move you make will be overseen by your artificial prison guard named Eileen. The centuries-old ruins are alive with maddening echoes, insinuating secrets of the once prosperous city of Greymont and its terrible fate. The game immerses you in a vast, seamless world full of points of interest. You will uncover the mysteries of the mimic moon and the abyss within its depths. The game promises to offer a unique blend of environmental exploration with skill-based Souls-like gameplay. You will face corrupted souls and twisted cosmic horrors of Luna Abyss with weapon in hand. The game is expected to be released in 2024.